Welcome to Bremerton-Kitsap Access Television production of Voices, Songwriters of Kitsap Peninsula. Here we are again. I am Tom Lukas, a local musician, playing here on the Kitsap Peninsula. Each show will feature a song written by a local songwriter. I will perform the song, and then we will talk with the songwriter. Our song today is called Doing Simple Better by Robbie Vee.
One, two, three. Imagine me doing simple better in all I do. Doing simple better. One, two, three. Comparing myself ain't a good way to be. Being myself, I'll be the best I can be. Seems that everywhere I go, there's always someone bigger, faster, stronger. Even times when I'm alone, I can't seem to play like I wanna. I say I'm gonna set the bar low when I'm in the studio. Doing simple better. Doing simple better. Imagine you doing simple better. To skip the ginger Mary Ann, they all the town to start a band of D and O and I and G and S-I-M-P-L-E better. Doing simple better. Seems that everywhere I go, there's always someone bigger, faster, stronger. Even times when I'm alone, I just can't play like I wanna. I say I'm gonna set the bar low when I'm in the studio. Doing simple better. Doing simple better. To skip a ginger Mary Ann, they all the town to start a band of D and O and I and G and S-I-M-P-L-E better. Doing simple better. Doing simple better. Doing simple better.
The song you just heard was written by today's guest, Robbie Vee. After talking to the songwriter, our show will end with the original recorded version of the song. I would like to welcome Robbie Vee. Hello, Robbie. How you doing?
Hey, Tom. How are you doing?
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for inviting me. Great to be here.
First question. What was your inspiration for the song?
Well, I've been fortunate enough to get to know a lot of fellow musicians and everything, and do open mics, coffee houses. But we were going through a phase at work where they kept saying if we could just do simple better. And so I came up with this idea in the sense that, you know, sometimes we compare ourselves to others. And I just thought, you know, I just have to be me. You know, if I could just be me, you know, then that's all I can do. And so being an athlete and growing up, there's always someone better around the corner. So it just kind of inspired me. I always joke around setting the bar low before the next musician. And so anyways, it just kind of, the song came out of that.
Yeah, I understand, absolutely. As a musician, I can say that I've felt the same way, even about my own stuff. You know, come back at it a year later and go, no, I got to get rid of all of that and that and that, and they just clean it up. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
Did you collaborate on that song or any of the music? Do you work with other musicians to write?
Not really. I have. I'd love to collaborate, but what I have had the opportunity to do is, as you know, I belong to a singer-songwriter group, and so usually once a month we get together, and there is a great group of friends that we can just throw things out, and they'll throw a little advice here and there. So that's been a big part of my journey writing songs, having local friends besides my wife to bounce ideas off.
Yes, I've been in a similar situation where I could only bounce it off my wife. Not always a great idea. No.
Right.
We interviewed Sweet Mary Farr just recently, and she mentioned Red Roof Studio in Gig Harbor. And in talking to you, you told me that that was where you recorded the song.
Correct. I wanted to give a shout out to Russ and his studio. It was great getting to know him a little more, and so yeah, I did just want to make sure that he gets credit for at least laying down a track here, and yeah. Great guy.
Okay, what track did Russ lay down?
He did actually, I did the initial vocals and guitar, and then he went back and he added a little of the bass and stuff like that. Yeah. I mainly just wanted just a rough thing that I can, down the years, still have a memory how this song was going at the time.
Okay, so music first, lyrics. How does that work for you?
I'm always hearing things in conversation and the hook, right? I mean, someone will say something or whatever, and so usually an idea is inspired, and then I probably do music first. I try to come up with something that might go along with the feel, the emotion of the song, and just kind of go from there. So I know it varies and things change, but yeah, I guess that's most of my stuff.
Well, there's a line in your song that as soon as I read it, I was laughing. I just thought it was great. The skipper, Ginger, Marianne, they all left town to start a band.
Right.
That's just, it's inspired, It's like, oh, wait a second, he's talking about Gilligan's Island.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Well, and that might be, I enjoy Sting. He's probably an example. We listen to some of the hits that we love. And when you really listen to some of the lyrics, sometimes it's like, I don't know where that came from, And so I just kind of wanted to do something that for no rhyme or reason.
It works, absolutely.
So,
So I saw you have songs on Spotify. Is there an album called Robbie Vee, or is there a future album coming?
I'm not sure. That's definitely something I'd like to work on. Put some type of album together. I'm excited because actually on the plane back from the islands, about an hour left in the flight, there was a local Hawaiian, cool-looking dude. And he leaned over and said, "Are you a musician?" And I go, "Well, yeah, And he goes, "Well, I could tell because you were playing around with your set list." And he mentioned that he has a recording studio in Kona and invited me to come back.
Really?
And so that kind of sparked my interest. But definitely would like to get something going. We'll see how it goes.
Well, and that brings me to my next question. You have a song called "Miss Those Islands." It's one of your tunes. What's your connection with Hawaii?
Well, I've been going there. I'm in sporting goods, and I've been going there since '89. So I've gotten to know the people there, coaches, athletic directors. They're such genuine, loving people, and so the islands really has a lot of influence. And kind of like the doing simple better. You can't go anywhere. There's so much talent up there, but the aloha spirit is to, hey, get your guitar out, play along, even though you may not be their ability. And so it's just been a big influence on my life and musical career.
Okay, so you're not really just a tourist when you go to Hawaii. You do business there?
Do business, and I'm told I'm an honorary Hawaiian because I'm not originally from the islands, but have great friends, and it's a beautiful place.
Great, terrific. Musicians have a day job. You have a day job. How far are you going to take music? I mean, do you want to play out every weekend? Is it 10 times a year? What's your goal there?
Well, I love the challenge. It's kind of therapy for me. But I'm hoping that I'll be playing music a lot longer than how much more I'm going to be working. And so I enjoy having projects and dates, venues to look forward to. And so I just really enjoy relaxing and just playing music in those settings.
So one of the things, the music business has changed dramatically over the last 20 years. I mean, you used to make an album. In fact, I just read where vinyl has outsold CDs for the first time. And that whole movement away from CDs towards vinyl records. And I don't know anything about making a vinyl record, but I was thinking, well, it's a whole new marketplace to actually be able to sell vinyl. I mean, we have stores in every one of these community outlets where there's somebody selling vinyl.
Right.
So yeah, maybe that's the new business. I mean, would you consider? I mean, you're thinking about an album. It's something in your future.
Definitely.
Okay, so what I'm telling you is you got to make vinyl.
Vinyl, okay. Yeah. So we'll skip the
skip the CD altogether.
Yeah, digital, and let's just go to vinyl. No, that would be cool. Plus, you can hang the vinyl on your wall, right?
Sure, and if it's gold.
Yeah.
So the last question I always ask musicians is, you guys can end up in strange places. We can end up in strange places. And have the strangest and craziest experiences. So in all the gigs that you've played,
right,
what is the craziest or wildest or most interesting thing that has happened to you?
Well, in terms of that, again, I started doing stuff for my wife's nonprofit, and we've been playing in many locations, up on stage, all over the place. And
I'm going to stop you here just so I can ask, what is your wife's nonprofit?
Communities and Schools of Peninsula.
Okay.
She's executive director. And so she works with Peninsula School District, South Kitsap School District now. And so anyways, one day we were at a donor's private house overlooking Gig Harbor, up on the, overlooking the water. Sure. And I was so excited. And when I showed up that day, I couldn't play in the back overlooking the water with everybody. They wanted me outside the fence on the front side, so when people come in and register, we had some music. And so I did I do covers, so Friends in Low Places, I did a little cover on that about, I've been on stage, I've been in a cage, but I've never been outside the fence. And so anyways, we joke about it because I didn't get to play inside overlooking the view.
I understand. Every gig is a challenge.
Right.
And one of the things I say, I swear that they get together and say, how can they screw around with the band?
Right.
Somebody will say, oh, no, the best place to set up is over here.
Right.
And then they'll say to you, well, no, we want you
out there.
Over there, yeah. I get it. Robbie, thank you so much for coming. It's a pleasure. I appreciate the time, the energy, and the effort that it takes to get this thing all together. So thank you for coming today.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much. You guys are awesome. So,
as we sign off, we will be playing the recording of Robbie Vee singing Doing Simple Better. Please take note of the information on the screen, which will direct you to the music and the local shows right here in Kitsap. The goal of our show is to encourage folks to get out and see local musicians in the venues that hire and support local music. Live music is connection. Come on out and connect with us and each other. Here it is, Doing Simple Better by Robbie Vee.
Imagine me if I can do simple better in all I do. Doing simple better. Compare myself isn't a good thing to do. If I could be myself, be the best me that I can be. Seems like everywhere I go, there's always someone bigger, faster, stronger.